Good morning, guys. So today I'm going to take this session on the current affairs of the chapter number 5. So in the chapter number 5, we have done with the environmental pollution. So on the types of environmental pollution we have seen, like we have the air pollution, the water pollution, the soil pollution, the noise pollution, and the radioactive pollution. So along with these topics, we have done the soil waste management and its treatment techniques. So after that, we have seen the electronic waste. Okay, and after this topic, we have gone through the plastic waste. So right now, I am going to take what are the conservation measures. So how best we are conserving the pollutants to overcome waste. So in this chapter, in this lesson, I am going to take the measures. Okay, we can say the measures. Okay, so measures related to each and every pollution and the soil waste management, all those things. Okay, I start my discussion with the first one, that is air pollution. Air pollution. Air pollution. So first of all, why we need to conserve, or why we need to take measures to combat the air pollution, guys? So not only air pollution, any type of pollution. So pollution means it is not the individual's task. Why? Because all these things will take place in the atmosphere. If you take the air pollution, it takes place in the atmosphere. So we have divided the land. So this is our territory. This is our region. Okay. So that is their region. It is Indian territory. So but we can't divide such a way as the atmosphere, guys. Okay, atmosphere, each and every part is ours. Okay, so we need to take care of our atmosphere, and if there is any polluting, or otherwise if we are making any harmful to the atmosphere, we should not do that. Okay, so for that we came with few measures, and the few things we are having the legal measures. Legal means the through the act. Okay, if any legal measure, if we say, is simply through the act of the parliament or through the state legislature, is called as legal measures, or we can say the legal backing. Okay, guys, don't confuse with the thing. Legal, anything legal means it has provisions through the amendment, or means through the acts that will pass by the state legislature or the parliament. Okay, so in this topic, air pollution, first and foremost, we have National Clean Air Program, guys. Okay, National Clean Air Program. The National Clean Air Program target is to reduce the particulate matter 2.5 and 10 to the 20 to 30% by the year 2024. So this provision has been mentioned in the National Clean Air Program. So the first and foremost provisions to combat the air pollution is National Clean Air Program. So this National Clean Air Program means to clean the air. That means so whatever the pollutants present in the atmosphere, we need to reduce to some extent. So in the topics, that is National Air Quality Index or the National Ambient Air Quality Monitoring Standards, in those topics I have explained that what are the pollutants that they are going to take into consideration. So in that we are having the PM 2.5 and the PM 10. What is particulate matter? So this is the matter that is present in the atmosphere, that is 2.5 microns and 10 microns. So this needs to be reduced by 20 to 30% by the year 2024. Okay, so this is about the National Clean Air Program. After this one, we have, as I said, National Ambient Air Quality Monitoring Standards. Okay, National Ambient Air Quality Standards. So these are the one which will be taken care of the CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board. So Central Pollution Control Board will take the measures to combat the air quality. Means, so what are the pollutants that are polluting the environment? Okay, so they will see, they have considering the 12 pollutants, and they will see which is the pollutant causing a harm. So which is the most pollutant that causing the harm, and they will take the measures to not pollute the environment, guys. Okay, so this is about the National Ambient Air Quality Standards. So these standards have been made in the year 1982, and in the 2009 they have come up with 12 pollutants to check the air quality standards. So after this one we have National Air Quality Index. National Air Quality Index. So this index will measure the air pollutants, that is PM 2.5, PM 10, that is particulate matter, and the NO2 and the SO2, CO and the O3, and the H3 and the PP. Okay, guys. So this will find the index, and according to the level of the pollutant, they have been categorized into 6 types. That is the good, the moderate, poor, very poor, severe. Okay. So in this manner, they have categorized the reason. Okay, so that is about the National Air Quality Index. This has been launched by the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. So during the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, guys. Okay, so after this one we have Environment Assessment Program or Environment Impact Analysis. Environment Impact Analysis. Okay, so environment impact analysis is also one of the measures we take to overcome the air pollution. And we have National Environmental Act. Okay, Environmental Act 1986. Okay, for Environmental Act. Environment Act 1986. So after this one we are having the issues like to combat the air pollution. We have the topics like even odd programs, even odd. Okay, even odd analysis is the one which will implemented in the Delhi, guys. Okay, in this issue they will see that. So whatever the vehicles, that is four-wheeler vehicles which are having the number plate as the odd number, those will come out only during the odd days. That is the 1, 3, 5, 7. And those which are having the even number plate, they will come to the outside only on the even days. So this is the provision. Why? Because in the Delhi region we have much pollution. So because of the Punjab, Haryana, the stubble burning, this is issuing the Delhi and around that region. So we are having the odd even process over there. So these are the few air pollution measures. And if we see international convention, the international conventions we are having the UNFCCC, United Nations Framework Convention to combat climate change. Okay, United Nations Framework Convention to combat climate change. So this is the international convention. Okay, so along with this we are having the UNEP, United Nations Environmental Program. So many measures have been taken to conserve the air pollution. Okay, clear, guys? So this is about the air pollution. So after that we go for the water pollution. So what are the measures taken to overcome the water pollution? Water pollution. So the first and foremost we are having its legal binding. So the legal is Water Prevention and Control Act 1974. Water Prevention and Control Act 1974. This means this is having the legal measures. So this is the must. Everyone should follow the rules of this act. So Water Prevention and Control Act 1974. After this one, we are having the Jal Shakti mission recently launched. So the objectives of the Jal Shakti mission is to preserve the underground water, reforestation, and to make measures such that the rainwater should be conserved. So these are the few provisions that are mentioned in the Jal Shakti means that is the for the water conservation. So to get the pipeline water to each and everyone, that is which is fueled one. Okay. So Jal Shakti has taken many measures recently launched. Jal Shakti, Jal Shakti Ministry. So after this one, we are having the afforestation. So because afforestation will improve the level of the water content, because it will balance the ecological system through the groundwater and the atmosphere, groundwater, plants, atmosphere, groundwater. So this will make help to have the recharge in the water level. Afforestation. So after the afforestation, we have the measures like groundwater treatment, groundwater recharge, groundwater recharge. So after the groundwater recharge, we are having the conservation measures. Conservation measures to come to preserve the natural ecosystem. That is the wetlands, estuaries, okay, mangroves, corals, all those things, guys. So which we have discussed in chapter number 4. Okay, aquatic ecosystem, guys. Conserve the important systems. So important systems we are having the wetlands, estuaries, mangroves, coral reefs. So this should be conserved. Conservation. Conservation of the estuary, wetlands, etc. So this should be conserved such that we can get the required amount of groundwater or the water. And we have statistics that so in the coming days we are going to get the very less water, means the water present in our system are going to dry up, and we are only left with the only drinking water, and also very difficultly we are going to get the drinking water also. So these are the few conservation measures taken for the water pollution. So to conserve the water pollution, and along with this we are having the few things, guys. So I am mentioning the few things. So we can write many more. And we have the the management measures to release the water, that is the warm water from the industries. So we have the rules to release the water, that is the wastewater from the industries. Okay, and after that we are having this solid waste management. Okay, so how this solid waste should be managed without dumping into the water, and we need to conserve the point sources and the non-point sources. So point sources regulation will be easy, whereas the non-point sources regulation is very difficult, and we need to conserve the non-point regulation sources also. So these are the few measures taken to overcome the water pollution. Each and everyone should act as individually to combat these issues. So these have been the one which are mentioned or which are need to be taken care. Okay, but this can be done when we act individually. So good quotation I have spent you many guys. Think globally, act locally. Think globally, act locally. So then only we can do the things. Otherwise, it's very difficult to do it. Why? Because many people around us will dump the waste in the water. So that waste will release the chemical things, and those again we are taking the water. So this will affect our health. So these are the water pollution measures. So after this, if you see the soil pollution. So what are the measures taken to conserve the soil? So soil is very important for each and everything. Why? Because so we do many things on the soil: agriculture, industry, urbanization, industrialization. All these things are the one which will be done on the land, on the substratum. But if you didn't conserve it properly, ultimately it will affect us. Okay, the first and foremost how we can conserve the soil is the waste treatment. Through the waste treatment. Waste treatment. So the waste should not be dumped here and there. It should be dumped in a proper manner, and its degradation also should take place in a proper way. Otherwise, it will affect the entire land or soil. Okay. After that, we are having the like I said, the urbanization issues. So we should have the measures to come to the things which means till what extent we should have the development. Okay, so simply for the development of the things we should not do the deforestation or simply spoil the land. Okay, so measures should be taken and the requirement should be seen. So up to that level only we have to do the development process. Yeah, whether it may be urbanization, industrialization, or anything. Okay, so the waste treatment should be done in a proper way. Okay, so after this one, we need to see the conservation of dry land. Okay, so dry land, or we can say the drought areas. So in India, few places are affected by the droughts, like the Rajasthan and all the things. So those places should be conserved. Okay, so why? So what are the reasons for having drought for that place? So there are reasons many, guys, like due to its location first of all, and those places can't receive the rainfall. Okay, so along with those reasons, and we should take the measures to conserve the whatever the water present over those regions. Okay, conservation of dry land areas. Okay, so this will be useful for the agriculture at those places. Like in the forest, like in the dry areas also, we can grow the dates. So, and in the soil pollution, if you see, this soil plastic gas, that is the microplastic. So microplastic affects the soil pollution indiscriminately. Okay, microplastic, plastic, plastic conservation, plastic conservation. Okay, so plastic conservation should be treated. And so if you see the international convention, we have the like UNCCD, United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification. Okay, so online with this, we have taken the national program to combat the desertification in the year 2001, and we are having the Bond Challenge. So Bond Challenge is the 150 million hectares conversion of the degraded land to the its habitat by the year 2022. So these are the few provisions related to the soil pollution. Okay, so after the soil pollution, if you see the noise pollution, so noise pollution is also plays a very important role. So noise, so any unwanted sound is called as noise. So noise, we are having the foundations like Awaz. So Awaz Foundation. Awaz Foundation. So Awaz Foundation will take the measures for the noise pollution, to combat the noise pollution, and we have provisions to combat, or we have provisions for the use of the loudspeaker at the public places. Okay, loudspeaker provisions, loudspeaker. So how much extent of the volume, or what are the provisions related to the using of the loudspeaker in the public areas? And again the crackers, the use of the crackers. So these are the few measures to combat the noise pollution. Okay, guys, and after that we are having the radioactive pollution. Radioactive pollution. Radioactive pollution. So what do you mean by radioactive pollution? Radioactive pollution is nothing but means these one are the nuclear weapons. So the radioactive elements like the uranium, thorium, okay, these can be used for two purposes. That is the nuclear, that is for the civil and the defense purposes. Okay, so but this can be done only with the permission of the Atomic Energy Regulatory Board, AERB, Atomic Energy regulation board, regulatory board. Okay, so the nuclear management, okay, rules and all those things will be taken care by the Atomic Energy Regulation Board. So this board will take the measures of how to use the nuclear, okay, as the radioactive substance. That is the uranium, thorium, and the radium. And Andhra Pradesh is the one which are having the more source of these elements, guys. Okay. So after that, I am done with the types of pollution, guys. That is the air pollution, the soil pollution, the noise pollution, radioactive, and the water pollution. Now I am going to take the session to the other pollution levels. That is the solid management. What do you mean by solid management measures? So solid management. Solid management. So we have solid management rules 2016. So what this solid management rules 2016 says? The solid management rules 2016 says no person should, okay, burn, throw, or bury the plastic, or you can say the solid waste which is available at the outside, okay, or at the streets or at the drains, and which is not the premises of its of their own. Okay, so no one should do like this. No person should not throw, burn, or bury the solid waste outside his premises, like on the open land, the drains, okay, at these places, without, it means from outside these premises, is called as the solid waste management rules 2018, guys. So after that, the few provisions that I mentioned here, the generator have to pay the user fee for the spot fine for the literal and the segregation process. So the one who generates this plastic has to pay to the collector. Means the collector means the one who collects the pollutants. So we have industries, guys, who will generate or who will collect. So the generator have to pay to the collector. Okay, to for the reason that they have the littering and the segregation process because of not doing those process. Okay, and after this one we are having, so these provisions have been extended to the some other jurisdictions. So previous those are limited to only few jurisdictions. Now this was amended in the year 2018, and these provisions have been extended. And the use of sanitary napkins or the sanitary pads. Okay, so these are the few provisions related to the soil waste management 2000 soil waste management rules 2018 and the 2016. Okay, so after this one we are having the plastic waste. So plastic waste. So plastic is the one which will affect the atmosphere a lot. Not only the atmosphere, to the human beings also. So the plastic waste, the manufacturing, okay, sale and the use of the plastic waste 1919. So these have been amended many times. That is in the 2002 and again in the 2009. And in the 2011 we came with the plastic waste management handling rules. So if you see the provisions of the plastic waste management and handling rules 2011, so the thickness of the plastic should be 40 microns. Why? Because if the thickness is very less, it simply enter into the soil and degrade the soil, and we find it very difficult to get from the soil also. So that's why they make the thickness should be 40 microns. That is provision number 1. And these should be get authorized from the BIS, Board of International Standards. As you can say, okay. So this can be get permission from those authority. Okay. So after this one, we are having the plastic collection also. So plastic collection and the plastic measure should be takes place, and the provisions on, and one more provision is the plastic should means anything should not be stored or are kept are used for the tobacco purposes. So this plastic should not be used for the tobacco purposes, and and anything cannot be stored in this plastics. So in the 2018 they have amended this one and they have come with multi-layer plastic. So prohibiting the use of multi-layered plastic. So multi-layer plastic, only single-use plastic for a single time. So how best we can do this? So instead of going to the market with the plastic, we can go over with the jute bags. Okay, and after the jute bags, we can we can use the wood glass for the instead of the plastic. So these are, and we have the provisions in the NGT, National Green Tribunal. So these are the provisions with respect to the plastic waste. After that, the last topic for today's discussion is the e-waste, that is electronic waste. So electronic waste, if it is decomposed or it is disposed through the modern methods, it is good. If it is done to the traditional methods, it will going to affect our environment. Okay, clear? So what are the provisions in the e-waste? So we have few provisions, guys. That is the so incentives should be given to the recycling and the disposal, guys. So those companies who do the recycling or the disposal of the electronic waste, they will be given the incentives for the proper implementation of those techniques. Okay, and these house to be registered with the government, such that the recycling and the disposal process should be done effectively. And the concept of producer responsibility, extended producer responsibility. Extended producer responsibility is nothing but whatever the environment cost that occurred in the use of that product till the end life, thus cost will be also counted in the market price, such that the manufacturers and the owners will make the measures to reuse or recover or to reduce those implementation or the use. So these are the few provisions related to the electronic waste. So in this session, I have done the few provisions. So and overall the few provisions, if you see, so with respect to the environment part, we are having the air quality monitoring program. So the air quality monitoring program also will alter. And in Delhi, they have come with the new schemes, like the air, the dust receivers. We can say the electrostatic methods they have used to attract the dust present in the atmosphere. Okay, so I explained the RD1 analysis. Okay, many ways they are having the rules or the articles or the amendments to overcome the or to combat the climatic conditions. So with this, I am completing my session, guys. So thank you one and all.